Please be seated. On behalf of the class of 2026, I would like to welcome you to the 30th commencement exercise of Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology. Today, we celebrate a very special milestone in the lives of 67 young people. Because so many of you have been such an important part of our lives for so long, we are especially happy that you could share this time with us. This is a joyous occasion for the class of 2026, and we want it to be a dignified one. Therefore, we request that you remain seated throughout the ceremony. In order for you to be able to relax and enjoy the ceremony, a professional photographer will take pictures of the graduates as they receive their diplomas. Please turn off or silence all mobile devices and alarms. We ask that you refrain from outbursts, especially during the presentation of the diplomas. These requests will ensure that all of the graduates' names can be heard when they are called. This ceremony is being broadcast live. Thank you for your cooperation in making this event a memorable event.
It gives us great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests. With us today are the following members of the Darlington County Board of Education. Please stand when I call your name. Ms. Leanne Kelly, Ms. Audrey Gore, Mr. Charles Govan, Ms. Wanda Hassler, Mr. Warren Jeffords. Also present from our school district are Dr. Matthew Ferguson, Superintendent of Darlington County School District, Dr. Merriman Nichols, Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Eddie Schuler, Executive Director of Administration and Operations, and Dr. Arlene Wallace, Darlington County School District Hearing Officer. Because of our magnet status at Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology, our students can also attend the Darlington County Institute of Technology and participate in band, cheer, and athletic organizations at their originally zoned schools. We would like to recognize any staff members from other schools who are in attendance. Please stand.
We would also like to recognize the following members of the Mayo family. Ms. Danielle Watkins, our school counselor, Ms. Dawn Taylor, assistant principal, who will call all seniors forward to receive their diplomas, Ms. Stephania Lennard, principal for Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology. Next, we would like to recognize the following senior academic advisors: Dr. Paula Bailey, Ms. Jennifer Blankenship, Ms. Carla Doak, Ms. Heather Farmer, and Ms. Shanta Mungeon.
Good afternoon. Please stand for the prayer and remain standing for the pledge. Dear God, we have come here today to celebrate and acknowledge the achievements, triumphs, and realizations of these 67 students in the class of 2026. We have each accomplished 12 years of schooling, guided by our teachers, parents, and friends, learning along the way how to stand independently on our own 2 feet. For that lesson, we would like to thank you today for our friends whose laughter and encouragement filled our years with memories, our parents who have picked us up and dusted us off every time we have stumbled, and finally, our teachers, who have inspired our desire for knowledge and set the paths each of us is inspired to take. And as we head down these paths, let us also pray for your guidance, so that we may each realize our dreams as well as our hopes, beginning our own course with the assurance of a bright future. Amen. Amen.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Before I begin, I would like to apologize to Ms. Benji because all I remember from speech class was how to not sound like I was reading while I was speaking. And I don't think I'm doing too well on that already. I'm sure we've all seen Forrest Gump before. Run, Forrest, run, right? Well, if you haven't seen it, Forrest Gump is a movie about the life of the title character, who has an IQ of 75. I watched the movie for the first time last year, and it's quickly become one of my favorites. I've always admired how he goes along with everything that happens to him, the good and the bad, yet he still lives a life more eventful than most. His life is best explained by the opening line of the movie. My mama always said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." So I'm gonna need y'all to imagine a box of chocolates because I left mine at home. And I know Charles is calling me a big back under his breath right now, but just listen to me for a second. So imagine a box of chocolates with white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, what have you. Well, my favorite box would be a box full of dark chocolates, but Walmart will only ship it to me for $25 for 8 pieces, so. Now, dark chocolate is my favorite chocolate, but I hate white chocolate. How do I know this? Well, I tried all of them, of course. I opened my first box of chocolates with an open mind, and I wouldn't have known that dark chocolate was my favorite without realizing that I disliked white chocolate. And this is exactly what Forrest's mom meant. Dear class of 2026, as we go our separate ways out into the world, we should be open-minded to stepping out of our shells and trying new things. Some things may be unpleasant, but they may also lead us to a new hobby or interest that we didn't know about. So, I hate Raffaellos, but it'd be a waste to throw them all away. I hate white chocolate, but it'd be a waste to throw them all away. So what do? Well, I eat them. Because what happens if you listen to the same song over and over again? Well, eventually, you'll get tired of it. But if, say, you were Courtney listening to classical music on the radio and Rob Wave started playing, you'd be pretty excited, wouldn't you? Similarly, I eat white chocolate so I can appreciate dark chocolate more. We're all bound to go through tough times. It's just a part of life. It's the unpleasant white chocolate in our box. But our happiness is derived from the context of the events surrounding it. And I found that is exactly what makes the good times, the dark chocolate, so much more rewarding. It's like a roller coaster. The higher the climb, the more fun the ride is. This year, my box was full of white chocolates. From a cramped bus at Beta to getting stuck at QT for 6 hours to stressing out over math all year. These were not the chocolates that I wanted to have in my box. I'm sure all of you have your own least favorite chocolate in your box too, but we got over them. We got charter buses at Beta, we bonded together at QT, and we passed all our math classes. Forrest lived his life knowing that his box of chocolates were random and ate all of them eagerly. To all 6-7 of the class of 2026, from our SC Beta VP, Caden Baker, to Jaden Wright, who I think is really, really cool. This is the last time we'll all come together as a class, as we go our separate ways into college, the military, or vocational school. I hope you all remember that no matter what, there's always sunshine after the storm, a dark chocolate after the white chocolate.
Good evening, students, families, faculty, and distinguished guests. It is my pleasure to recognize at this time students who have earned the South Carolina Academic Achievement Honors Award. The state of South Carolina recognizes exceptional academic accomplishments by awarding students who have met the following criteria: completion of 24 units of credit as prescribed, earning a minimum of a B for each semester course in grades 9 through 12, having a combined score of 1,400 on the SAT or ACT, a score of 31. Students receiving this honor will receive a diploma to display on the left side of their diploma cover. Tonight we have 3 students who have earned this honor. When I call your names, will you please report to the stage to receive your award? First, I have Jacob Arisek. Next, Adamaris Lay. And finally, Darion Rufus. Thank you. In 2016, Darlington County Schools and Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology partnered with the Governor's School for Science and Mathematics to offer an exceptional, unique, and transformative engineering program called Accelerate. Accelerate students attend integrated courses that are aligned to the first year of college in a general engineering program. On Saturday, May 16th, GSSM celebrated the senior class of 2026 at the Presswood Country Club in Hartsville, South Carolina. We are proud to recognize the following completers. Their engineering research projects are noted in your graduation program. When your names are called, please stand at your seat. Caden Baker, Landon Lloyd, Tyler Mack, Hunter Morris, and Jeremy Spears. All right, I'm going to start this portion of my address by letting everyone know that while I have rehearsed my speech and gone through all of the emotions numerous times, you may have to give me a moment for this one. In August of 2022, we arrived at Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology together. Students, you were walking in as nervous freshmen, trying to figure out where the classes were. I was walking in as a first-year principal, stepping into the massive shoes of the legendary Dr. Arlene B. Wallace. I was trying to figure out how to lead an already excellent school towards solidifying its rightful stance as a state of South Carolina powerhouse. I was terrified, but I didn't want you to see that. Before you ever walked into a single class, I called you all into the school-wide assembly. I stood in the center of the gym. I looked out at your faces, and before I said anything else, I recited a poem, Invictus. I wanted you to know right from the start that the road ahead would be steep. and that you would need an unconquerable soul to navigate it. After the final line of the poem faded, I began to lay out a roadmap, a vision that some people perhaps thought was crazy. I didn't want us to just maintain our status quo. I wanted us to be completely dominant. So I set the bar at what I thought to be at that time an absolute ceiling. I told you the goal for your cohort would be 100% of the students would be certified as college or career ready, with no exceptions, no excuses. I told you that I wanted active citizenship. I demanded that 100% of you would be deeply involved in at least one extracurricular activity. Because elite students don't just sit in the back of classrooms, they engage in their communities. I told you that 100% of you would pass every end of course exam with a C or better. I told you that 100% of you would earn an all expenses covered scholarship package for the post-secondary career of your choice. And I told you that Mayo High School would continue to climb the rankings to become the absolute best high school in the entire state of South Carolina. And just like now, the room was quiet. Some of the faces looking back at me donned blank stares. The expectation was heavy. The standard was flawless excellence, and the pressure was on. But I don't think either of us knew just how steep the road would actually get. We thought our biggest challenges would be exams, scholarship applications, planning special events, lab reports, but the universe decided to test our foundation, literally. For an entire semester, our gym was completely destroyed and out of commission. For nearly a year, we watched and waited and crammed ourselves into the corners of the cafeteria, watching an edition that took a lifetime to finish. We lost our meeting spaces, we lost our routines, and we had reasons to complain, but we didn't. We adapted, we shared space, we made it. And then the tests got harder, then construction delays. On October 10th, 2023, reality hit us from just down the road. Fear knocked on our door. It was the scariest day of my professional life. But do you know what I remember most about that day? It wasn't the panic, it was you. In a moment of pure uncertainty, our collective response was seamless. We didn't break, we didn't scatter, we locked arms, we looked out for one another. We came more than a principal, an administration, a faculty and staff, and student body. We became a family. We proved through the displaced lunches, through the lost gym space, through the terrifying afternoon in October, that we were entirely unbowed. And because we stayed unified, we earned the right to enjoy the beautiful days that followed. And oh, we have had some beautiful days. When I look back at the 4 years together, I won't remember the trials. I will remember the absolute joy. I'll remember the energy of the academic renaissance programs, the Christmas talent shows, the pure chaos of field days, spirited beta showcases, cozy movie nights. I'll picture you all dressed to the nines at the winter semi-formals, competing with poise at Miss Mayo pageants, demolishing the competition during academic challenge meets, and showing out for Spirit Weeks. And at this moment, I feel like being honest. It bothers me how much you love a good pajama day. I'll remember watching the sun come up for senior sunrise, dancing under the lights at prom, arguing about whether you can spend the night in the school for senior sunset, and finally enjoying a perfect field trip on a chartered bus to the state capitol. And I will deeply miss the sound of your voices, listening to the music, and watching you let loose and dance on fun Fridays in the courtyard. I've watched you grow up. I have loved you like a mother, which means you can always come back. I want to hear about your greatest victories. And if you step out of line, you know who to see. I'll pull you back in line just as quick. My children, you didn't just meet my insane goals, you shattered them. The 67 of you hit the mark, 100% college or career ready. Every single member of this class has declared a post-secondary plan, whether you're headed to a four-year university, a technical school, or stepping up to serve in the U.S. military. And the grand total? Before we even calculate South Carolina State scholarships, before we even touch Hope, Life, or Palmetto Fellows, this class of 67 graduates has hauled in over $52.8 million in scholarship offerings. Our school motto is hard work pays off. Class of 2026, you didn't just memorize the motto, you wrote it in the ledger of the school's history books. For 4 years, every single time you heard me in the announcements, I gave you the same piece of advice. I told you, keep the main thing the main thing. Today, on your graduation day, I feel like I need to clarify exactly what I mean. The main thing was never a test score. It was never a scholarship dollar amount. It wasn't even this diploma. The main thing was always your own personal brand of excellence. It's the integrity you carry when no one is watching. It's the refusal to let your circumstances define your destiny. I know that you are the best in the state because I know each of you individually. Every single one of you has left a mark on my heart. And you have shown me that true diligence looks like emailing your principal a draft of your essay after midnight. Catherine, you've shown me what a true heart looks like. Taylor, you are a quiet example of strength under pressure. Darion, you prove to us daily that the time is always right to do right. Landon, you demonstrated that all I ever needed to do was lock in and I would succeed. Jacob, you remain consistently pleasant and strong. I've never heard you complain. McKinley, you always bring a winning spirit ready for every battle. Shanasia, I hope you know you're my spirit child, whom I will always deeply admire. Maria, the Big Mac, thank you. Thank you for showing us it's okay to be our authentic selves. Nathan, thank you for keeping us on our toes with your wit and humor. I'll be waiting for the joke. Zeke, your perseverance. You are perseverance in the flesh. Jaylee, you may be the quietest, but you're the most powerful storm. Liam, who I'm convinced will forever be bothered by the amount of sleep that I can get on an airplane. You and I share the passion for all the best things in life, and I love that about you. Hunter, you're so stoic, yet so compassionate. Hannah, the consummate beauty, inside and out. Charles, you are a classic gentleman. Caitlin, who I call Katie Lynn, you are the embodiment of poise in a lady. Jeremy, our phoenix, you always rise. Lillian, so beautiful, peaceful, and fun. Anthony, a true Mayo man. Stuart, chivalrous, hardy. Madison, you made sure we never, ever, ever had a dull moment. Zion, you're a visionary, a creative. Courtney, you're trustworthy, like an anchor. Briaja, brilliant and full of ideas. Tyler, my other Big Mac, you've always been like a big sister, enduring the rigor of the engineering courses as the only girl in the Accelerate engineering classes. I have enjoyed your friendly banter. Sarah Lauren, you have the ultimate helper's heart. Katie, I love that you smile through all of your hardships. Kayla, you'll forever be my princess. Gracie, my tough girl. Kaden, my pure spark of energy. Kennedy, my role-playing game queen. Chloe, the most altruistic on the campus. Rodney, you seem to be the best all around, a man of character, style, athleticism, and pride. Imari, you're the ultimate team player. Gabriel, well, we have an in-house automotive expert. Akelia, the consummate, my friend. Blake, you've modeled what faith-filled living actually looks like. Tremont, you've always surprised us with your novel skills, including that legendary, baby, bye, bye, bye. Jordan, my brilliant physician, and I know that's my dream and not yours. Michael, oh, Michael, how have you blossomed? Wow. Brody, you proved every day that courtesy cost us nothing. Mason, my competitive wheelbarrow race king. Kiesha, your relentless hard work and infectious giggles. Emily, I hope we all one day dance through life as completely free as you danced at the winter semi-formal. And Kendall, your vibrant smile comes with unmatched athleticism. Sonia, I want you to know that you inspire me by stepping out of your comfort zone. And Carson, a quiet observer, your untapped potential will change the world. Keon, you've been a steady pillar of dependability. Donovan, your focus and drive from day one never wavered. Lazaria, your willingness to listen, grow, and take constructive criticism has shown your true maturity. Kevin, our undefeated professional billiards champion, I hope to see you on ESPN, and I mean soon. Anna, you'll always be my ultimate cheerleader. Kamori, my athlete, my brave soldier. Ariana, my beloved Yaya, I'll miss your sweet hugs and your unconditional love. Chase, my gifted artist, my designer. Shelley, my calm, effortless grace. I loved seeing you in the hallways. Jaden, your presence brings light. Asaya, you're fierce and sassy, strong. Trinity, you're the perfect mix of fun and talent. Banner, wise beyond years, trustworthy and deeply skilled. Renasia, my Riri, permanently busy and booked. Amari, the resilient rose that grew from the concrete. Orion, our champion with the warmest smile and the strongest hugs. Dietrich, you carry maturity that's rare at this young age. And I bet you all thought I forgot. Who did you think I forgot? My Jack, my special child. Jack may have looked like he was off task, but he always showed up, crushed every objective, and then left me in the dust every single time. Each and every one of you, all 67 distinct souls, create my one unbeatable family. 4 years ago, I gave you William Ernest Henley's words as a roadmap. Tonight, you are the destination. You are the living, breathing manifestation of those words. You are no longer those anxious freshmen, and I am no longer that anxious rookie principal. We built this era together. You will forever be my first graduating class, and you have taught me more about courage, than any textbook ever could. So, as you prepare to walk across this stage and take these diplomas and leave Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology for the last time as a student, you will come back, right? Yes. I will leave you with the lines of our poem. Carry these lines into the university lecture halls. Carry them to the military barracks. Carry them into the workplace. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of raft and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Class of 2026, the main thing is officially done. Let us now prepare to confer the diplomas. Before we begin awarding diplomas, once again, I want to kindly ask for your cooperation in maintaining the dignity and the spirit of tonight's occasion. Each of my graduates deserves to hear their name called and to be celebrated without distraction. Please kindly hold your applause and your cheers until the very last name has been read. This allows every student's moment to shine equally. Let us honor their hard work and this milestone with the respect that a commencement service deserves. I thank you in advance for helping us to make this meaningful and memorable for each and every one of our seniors. To my senior academic advisors, I ask that you just join Dr. Ferguson and myself on stage.
Earned an overall GPA of 4.5 or higher by the end of the 8th semester and are recognized this evening with the highest honor of Darlington County Board of Education Scholars. Please come forward to receive your diploma as I call your name. Anthony Giseri Bryant, son of Miss Queen Cosom and Mr. Anthony Bryant. Hannah Elizabeth Butler, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. William Butler. Jaylee Caitlin Carter, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jordy Carter. Charles Edward Cox, son of Mr. and Mrs. Norman Jones. Jacob Gukiam Arise, son of Mr. and Mrs. Cesar Arise. Katie Elizabeth Ham, daughter of Miss Priscilla Smith and Mr. Oscar Ham. Lillian Lee Hendricks, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Hendricks. Salutatorian Catherine Grace Owl, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Danny Owl. Briaja Kalia Jackson, daughter of Miss Ashabi Jackson and Mr. Antonio Dix. Zeke Chalet Latham, son of Mr. and Mrs. Monty Latham. Sarah Lauren Lahan, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richie Lahan. Valedictorian, Ada Morris Minghui Lay, daughter of Miss Wendy Wynn and Mr. Daniel Lay. Landon Ray Lloyd, son of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Lloyd. Stuart William Lucas, son of Mr. and Mrs. Joey Lucas. Ingrid Maria Mack, daughter of Miss Erica Mack and the late Mr. Ja'Cory Davis. Tyla Janaea Mack, daughter of Miss Ashley McCullough. Courtney Nicole McMillan, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lonnie Eldridge. Hunter Brent Morris, son of Miss Rachel Spears and Mr. Sterling Barfield and Mr. Brian Morris. Shanasia Nevea Myers, daughter of Miss Siobhan Roderick and Mr. Richard Myers. Liam Pierce Rousey, son of Mr. and Mrs. Jeremy Rousey. Darion Marcel Rufus, son of Miss Sandra Benjamin and Mr. Tony Orange. Jeremy Dominique Spears, son of Miss Candace Stewart and Mr. Jeremy Spears Sr. Jeremy was also named our Heart of the Phoenix. Nathan Scott St. Hours, son of Miss Monica St. Hours and Mr. Darren St. Hours. Caitlin Danielle Williams, daughter of Miss Michelle Williams. Zion Michael Williams, son of Miss India McManus and Mr. Brent Williams. Taylor Mackenzie Williamson, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Williamson. Madison Olivia Wilson, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Michael Wilson. McKinley Grayson Wyndham, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eric Wyndham. Congratulations, Darlington County Board of Education scholars. The next group of students have earned an overall GPA of 4.25 to 4.49 by the end of the 8th semester and are recognized as Darlington County Honor Graduates. Please come forward to receive your diploma as I call your name. Caden James Baker, son of Miss Danielle Keith. Kennedy Lee Brown, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jamie Brown. Chloe Elizabeth Bullard, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Glenn Bullard. Chloe Elizabeth Bullard, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Glenn Bullard. Jamie Elizabeth Caldwell, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Harold Caldwell. Kayla Bessa Howard, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Cleveland Howard. Gracie Alexis Isgett, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joe Isgett. Amari Rihanna Rivers, daughter of Miss Brittany Cooper and Mr. Matthew Rivers. Rodney Grant Spears, son of Miss Nikki Spears and the late Mr. Michael Spears. Congratulations, Darlington County honor graduates. The next group of students have completed a minimum of 24 units by the end of the 8th semester and are recognized as South Carolina High School graduates tonight. Please come forward as I call your name. Shelley Caroline Blackwell, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Reed Blackwell. Kevin Douglas Bryant, son of Miss Rebecca Utley and Mr. Robert Bryant. Anna Roslyn Crowley, daughter of Miss Catherine McDonald and Mr. Jason Crowley. Akeelia Rebecca Cunningham, daughter of Miss Odette Hamilton. Banner Michael D'Amico, son of Mr. and Mrs. Fields and Mr. and Mrs. D'Amico. Tremont Darrell Galloway, son of Miss Jessica James, Mr. Marcus Murray, and Mr. Tremont Galloway Sr. Donovan Drayden Gordon, son of Miss Amanda McFadden and the late Mr. Felix Gordon. Blake Alexander Hudson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Christopher Hudson. Isaiah Imani James, granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wingate and daughter of Mr. Israel James and Ms. Yolanda Newell. Keon Luttrell James, son of Dr. Katrina James and Mr. Russell James. Dietrich Terrell Johnson, son of Mrs. Devonna Johnson and the late Mr. Byron Johnson. Emily Raines Martin, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brian Martin. Trinity Kamaya Camise McClam, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Richard McClam and granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bevern Brown. Sonia Renee Melton, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Donnie Melton. Mason Allen Morris, son of Miss Misty Morris. Michael Parnell, son of Mr. and Mrs. Earl Parnell. Chase Morgan Pearsall, son of Miss Nicole Gainey Pearsall. Carson Andrew Riley, son of Mr. and Mrs. Wayne Riley. Gabriel Floyd Robinson, son of Mr. and Mrs. David Robinson. Ariana Janiyah Scott, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Scott. Keisha Renaya Seiler, daughter of Miss Jakima Seiler and Mr. Tashawn McCall. Orion Jameek Small, son of Miss Jamaica Coupland and Mr. Leland Small. Brody Benton Spencer, son of Mr. and Mrs. Joshua Spencer. Amari Centel Sumter, son of Miss Jessica Harris and Mr. Willie Sumter. Kendall Lauren Thomas, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ian Thomas. Jordan Brooke Tyner, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joshua Tyner. Renasia Sherelle White, daughter of Miss Constance White and Mr. Antonio Bruce. Kamori Ayana Williams, daughter of Miss Vanetta Williams and granddaughter of Mrs. Patricia Wright. Jack Lee Williamson, son of Miss Rebecca Williamson and Mr. Wiley Williamson. Jaden Sienna Wright, daughter of Miss India Wright, granddaughter of Miss Janice Wright. Congratulations, graduates. Madam Principal, the following candidates before you have successfully completed the required course of studies as set forth by the State Department of Education and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration of Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology.
Candidates, please rise. Having successfully completed the required course of studies as set forth by the South Carolina State Department of Education to graduate with the required 24 units and successful completion of all high school assessments, and upon the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I hereby confer upon you the South Carolina High School Diploma with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereto appertaining. The candidates may now turn their tassels. You are now members of the Mayo High School for Math, Science, and Technology alumni. Graduates, you may now toss your caps. I have one more. One more serious concern. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I want you to recognize Jaden Wright. Raise your hand, Jaden. Wave it. When I ask you to stand, please stand and remain in place until Jaden has exited the room. Please respect each and every one of them if you would. Jaden will be on the end. The graduates will be in the foyer. When you exit, we will not run away, I promise. Okay. Please stand.